We're live, apparently. Hurrah. Right. Hello, it's Ugg here. Welcome to another paint stream. I'm just sorting out my headphones. In a second, I'm here. I'm not just this disembodied voice. The hands are back. I've just eaten a pie. I don't know if you call it, like, what you call it in America. Like a small cake thing. I don't know. A little tiny toffee and apple jobby. It was very nice. Hello. Ahoy, sorry, get it wrong. So this is the League of Votann dudes I've been playing. So as you can see, here's one I started already. Unfortunately, you're going to see my fingers today because I can't work out how to hook these into a paint stand. You have pies? Such a magical place America is. The pie has reached your shores. Amazing. Yeah, but don't you mean like... I suppose you do mean pie when you say pie. You don't mean something else. Like when we say biscuit, you mean something else. You mean something strange. Don't even gotta go there with you and your biscuits, America. Right. So I guess I should start painting, shouldn't I? Really? Look, I've changed my border as well. Look, my border. Look, border. It's actually the dual live stream one we used, except I've like put it onto my single live stream OBS thing. But look, I've fixed the borders as well. Look, I fixed it. We've actually got proper full widescreen, zoomed in, glorious. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna sharp. I'm gonna start painting. So I was just thinking where we're going to go. I've done some various bits on this. Obviously, these models look really complicated. As I was saying, they look really complicated, but they're not actually that bad. Thank you. So we've started with the brown. We've got this on there, and obviously all the blue. The way I started this off is I painted the whole thing metallic because there's lots of like metal inside it. So I guess we're going to have to lay down some more base colours. I'm not sure if these are going to stay metal. They're probably not. But anyway, it's a pretty basic job. There's no washes on there or anything yet. And I've been delaying doing this for like absolutely forever. Okay, so I guess we'll carry on doing the legs. We'll get the legs done. And we'll worry about the hands, and we'll get the coats, insides of the coats done. So the legs are going to be Incubi Darkness, which is going to be the same colour as the outer casing. So let's get on with it. He says to get on with it, and he forgets his tissue paper. The magical tissue paper of wiping. Oh. Right. Let's do it. Incubi Darkness. My other half watched the live stream for a little bit last time I did it, and she was like, are you talking with a pet or with like a paintbrush in your mouth a lot? And it's like, yeah I am. Well, you can tell, not being clear. Right, let's go. We're all keyed up in the right place. All right, let's just start slapping on that paint. Technical term, this, slap on the paint. Right. I don't know if this is the best view in the world. Can't really do another bit. I can't really get this in a better way. So you have to struggle along with me. I'm trying to think if anything exciting's happened. Has anything exciting happened since what was it, Friday? Not really. I spent the whole day yesterday trying to record videos, and I kind of did it, but for a whole day of recording videos, I didn't do a very good job. Yo. Yeah, I didn't do a very good job. I got like maybe 5 videos filmed. But when you spend the whole day, very good. I suppose that is like 2.5 hours of playing games. I mean, yeah. That was like my entire Saturday. I don't think there's anything. I'm trying to think if anything interesting. Oh, I tell you what, I've been watching something. I saw my brother on, was it Thursday, and he said, watch Guccio Di Torio's Cabinet of Curiosities. He watched, yeah, Guillermo Di Torio, the guy who did like Pan's Labyrinth, Pacific Rim, and all that mojo. He's actually produced a series of sort of like Tales of the Unexpected. Don't want to touch that bit. A series of sort of Tales of the Unexpected, and they are like gothic horror jobbies. So some of them are set like, I don't know. Yeah, Guillermo Di Toro, I don't know. That guy, yeah, that guy. But they're all sort of set like, well, not all of them are set in the olden days, but a lot of them are. And they're kind of they feel very mythos, like H.P. Lovecraftian inspired. So that's Ug's recommendation. If you've got nothing better to do with your day and you want to watch some decent TV, then I'm watching that. The only reason I say that they're H.P. Lovecraft inspired, because one's actually called Dreams in the Witch House, which is a H.P. Lovecraft short story. So kind of like direct. So I'm really looking forward to that, but that's not until episode like 7 or something like that. Yeah, it's good. It's actually really good. The fact he's executive producing it is awesome. Because I know he was trying to do like At the Mountains of Madness film. I often talk about this. He was trying to do At the Mountains of Madness, which is like kind of like your classic Lovecraftian story of exploration and horror. And but I don't think it's ever taken off. I don't know. But I would dearly love them to make At the Mountains of Madness. That would be amazing. It's one of my favourite like H.P. Lovecraft short stories. Ow! Oh yeah, does it? Zug's all touchy about Epic. I don't care, but Zug's all like, yeah, go Epic, Epic Store. I'm not quite sure of his objection to the Epic Store. I don't care. I mean, I suppose it's a little bit. I think it's some sort of objection to the platform and splitting his game collection. I don't care. But I am quite interested. Yeah, because I like Sins of the Solar Empire, the first one. That's pretty good. I keep trying to play AI War. I don't keep playing it. It's one of those games that I've bounced off. Annoyingly, I bought it and I thought it might make interesting viewing for everyone in the world. AI Wars. Wow, just $40. That'd be like 40 quid. You know, I could buy. You know how many beers I could buy 40 quid? Loads. That is quite expensive. I know what I'll do. I'll watch the Splattercat review of it. I saw Spatter. Why can't I talk? I'll watch the Splattercat video on it. See what he thinks of it. Gah. I got sweat in my eyes. I've actually been doing some work today. I've cleaned the bathroom. Normally I clean the bathroom, I start cleaning the bathroom before the live stream and then finish it off. But today, I actually cleaned the bathroom before the live stream. That's how exciting my day, Sunday's been so far. Yeah, I watch a lot of Splatcat videos as well. It's like, that sounds like a good game. I wonder if the internet would have like a long play of that. And then the internet invariably says, no, screw you. Or YouTube says, screw you, Broadside Gaming. We won't send any traffic your way. No traffic for you. I love you, algorithm. Oh, glory. It did, well, it changed last night at like, well, actually it did change today at 2 in the morning. So yeah, it changed as well. Yeah. I might have been up at 2 in the morning last night. I was like, it's only 1 in the morning. It feels much later. So no, the clocks have changed. The computer's very quiet about it though. The computer's like, whatever, it's 1 in the morning now. It doesn't like announce it. What else was I looking at? I was looking at more of these Votann models. I'm like, gotta be strong. Gonna paint all these before I buy anything else. Gotta be strong. Buy loads of other models. Not gonna paint. But like, also I've been tempted this week by like carnival models. Carnival. Oh wow, amazing. How progressive. That's amazing. I would absolutely love it if they didn't screw the clocks. That'd be amazing. I absolutely detest it. It screws up my brain so badly. I'm not a fan. But yeah, like I say, I'm tempted by the Carnival models. Like I was talking about them, I think, on a live stream. The fact they're just chunks of resin, like single resin models, but you can get some really cool stuff on there. Like, I don't know, weird siren mermaid creatures and like giant crab monsters and like deep ones from like HP Lovecraft and zombies, vampires, all that great stuff. Noticed I actually drilled the barrels. They're slightly off center. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about just getting them, only because like. But the annoying thing about it is, if I ordered that, you see, I'd order it from a shop, and now the shop that I usually order it from, not I'm like sponsored by them, but I'll give them a shout because they always give great service. But it's Goblin Games in the UK. That's where I get my stuff from, and They're really, really good, but it usually takes either two or 3 days. So if I order it, I'd have to order it, and I'm not always at home anymore. It's not lockdown anymore, is it? Can't just stay at home and work at home all the time to collect models. So if I order it, I have to try and coordinate it that the stuff either arrives on a Monday, Friday, or a Saturday. And they don't deliver on Sundays because they use our the best mail service on earth, the Royal Mail. It's fucking awful. Fucking Royal Mail. They haven't really moved with the times, I don't feel. Right, we got iron arch skin, which is going to be the colour for the cream. So that's the colour I've used on the sort of like you can see the middle parts of them. I'm going to paint their hands in iron arch skin because their gloves are going to be kind of pale. So they're going to have pale hands. Right. Paint on these hands. Yeah, that is actually, I was just checking out, it's not like a robotic hand. I hate it when you paint your robot hands pale and have to repaint them metal. It happened to me more than once. This guy's a little robot guy as well. That's why he's got like a dome for an head. But anyway, yeah, so that's the tricky bit. Actually coordinating things to be arrived. Not that I don't trust my next door neighbours to take in deliveries, but it's just annoying. I absolutely hate it when that happens. I'm not a fan. I'm sweating like a bastard. Absolutely sweating my balls off. Not even hot. What is the temperature? It's like 21 degrees in my room. I'm gonna have to open the window. It's so hot. Ugh. Right. No, it's actually, he's a robot. They're robots. Heresy, I know. The League they've got like robot friends. The Ironkin, I think they're called. But they're, in all intents and purposes, exactly the same as the League of Votann people. They've got like no different stats. They're just exactly the same. I mean, you know, they're a race of clones. So I guess you know, robots, clones. Robots and clones living together. What's coming to the what is the world of 40k coming to when they allow robots and clones? I for one love robots and clones. All are welcome, and I would especially like to welcome our, you know, AI overlords. You could say that about a great many things in Warhammer 40k, couldn't you? Yes, why not just... you could say that a lot about, yeah, like I say, 40k. Why don't they just do this? I guess they wanted a robot, or they wanted like a dude riding on the back, so they thought it would look cooler. And who are we to argue? It's like the thing when people get upset about people not wearing helmets in 40k. You're like, why wouldn't they wear helmets? It's like, because it's like cooler to not wear a helmet. Right. Next, we're going with the Xandri dust, and we're getting the old. We're going to do Xandri dust for inside of the jackets. And yeah, that includes like the collars and stuff like that. Sad news today, I found a pot of paint I left slightly open. My Joker orange, so no one's getting orange hair today. I need to go and buy more paint. Oh no, I've got to go and buy more paint. What a nightmare. I should actually do a proper paint run where I inventory my paints and actually correctly buy new paints, as opposed to just walking into the shop buying like one paint and going, and then coming home and going like, I should have re-bought more paints. Ugh. Right. Right, sorry, that just took incredibly long amount of time to actually get that sorted out. I was sorting out one, my sweaty forehead, and two, my glasses, so I can actually see. Right. Don't ask why like a robot's wearing a coat to keep him warm either. No, these are questions you should be asking. Right. Getting green on there was not great. Oh well, that's fine. In washes we trust. Got to use the old concentration part of the brain. Oh, concentration brain, gonna need you now. That's good. All right. Again, I don't think these models have had a single wash on them yet. So, oh no, they have. Yes. Totally. I agree. I concur wholeheartedly. It's the sort of thing where you sit there and go, God damn, I should have built these in sub-assemblies. What was I thinking? I was thinking it'll be alright. It's not awful, but it's just not as chill as it could be. Anyway, let us struggle on. I just have to creatively present paint the model at weird angles. It's not awful. You get it in here at these angles. It's not terrible. It's just slightly weird. Bit of paint away from there. Cool. Right. Let's do the robo. Let's do the robo thingy. Oh, what else? I did. So I've actually started. I don't know. Did it come out? I have no idea. I don't know what videos I've produced. God damn it, I can't remember. Remembering stuff is difficult. But I've actually started a new series of clan folk. I think everyone that was pregnant, and it was like, yeah, that colony's working out. The animals might make it through winter, but hey, we'll do it better next time. So I've started a new series and it's going alright actually. I changed the way the clan was configured a bit. I didn't use the standard. Yeah. But like I say, I want to see heather and I want to see bog iron. That's the magical ingredient. I can see why, you know, they can't just throw in like new stuff on the map. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? So they can't just spawn in iron. I think it'll be a bit impossible. But they've introduced some cool new features, which I appreciate. I like it. I like the fact that they're actually trying to be historically accurate. I like that. That's really cool. I think that's actually really kind of like, it behooves them in the game to actually do that. I like the way the devs were like, oh, I didn't realise that people didn't actually mine iron until much later. And they got it out of bogs. I don't know how that works. Apparently that's the way I think the Japanese used to do. This is to show how much of a geek I am. I believe that the Japanese used to use bog iron as well. So they basically, they smash up, I don't know, they smash up bogs and they make, I don't know how it works, but because I know that ancient katanas were made out of like crappy iron. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable about the subject, but I believe that like bog iron ain't the best iron in the world. Probably because it comes out of a bog. But I want to do a slightly different layout this time of my people. I want like separate buildings. I don't want one giant building this time. I'm going to like try and make houses, because hopefully they'll introduce furniture and stuff. Because, you know, having played RimWorld now, I realise that the no, they don't. They don't mention the year it's set in, I don't think. I mean, I'm not sure when the time of the Scottish Highlands is. I mean, I would like to say Braveheart time. But I do know that, yeah, so I know that the ancient Japanese used to make their weapons out of, like, the ancient katana out of bog iron. But I don't know if it's better or worse than, probably worse than mining it out of the ground. I think it's all to do with like the iron quantities in there, the amount of iron you get. I can't remember. I have watched some videos on it, but you know, I'm not that interested. That's the one, impurities. Yeah. And presumably they just didn't know that iron was in the ground. I guess like little nuggets of it kind of washed out of the soil and stuff like that, and it just ended up settling in bogs, I guess. Because that would be where the sediment would end up, I guess. And little particulate matters would stream down, and then they'd like go, oh yeah, okay. What's this in our bog? Our bog stuff. I love the fact that the models, when you get to this point, they look like utter crap. It makes me laugh. So it's like, keep the faith, Hug, keep the faith. You've done this so many times. It just freaks me out, the fact that it still they always look crap at this point. Anyway, yeah. So, but I appreciate that. I think that's good. Because they could have, you know, they could have taken the easy road, couldn't they? They could have, the devs on Clanfolk, they could have taken the easy road, and just went, ah, no, screw it. But they put, you know, they've had to build like a, I think it's like there's like a, they've introduced bogs. So bogs have got peat. So you get peat bricks, which are used for either burning or building, which is kind of cool, which is kind of authentic. Hello. Oh, ahoy. Yeah, so like peat was like, yeah, quite prevalent. So they used to use that for building or burning, and you can do that. So you kind of dig peat out of bogs, and then you put it onto drying racks, and then you can make, obviously, burn those or construct buildings with them, which aren't as flammable as you'd think, being made out of fuel. But it kind of makes me realise that, like, the people deving Clanfolk have actually learned quite a bit from RimWorld, haven't they? But I like the fact that they've learned a lot from RimWorld, and they're kind of like, they've obviously played a lot of RimWorld, and they've kind of taken the lessons from the modding scene. Must be the modding scene, because you guys were saying there's stuff that's not integrated into the vanilla version of RimWorld, like the whole prioritization of sub production within like the whole planting thing. So you can't like really say prioritize this field first, you just say planting and then sort of like prioritize people to do various stuff. They've integrated that into like the base game on Clanfolk, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? You know, I'm really enjoying RimWorld, actually. I'm really enjoying it. I think the possibility to throw it into a sci-fi environment are just excellent. It's going to be fun with the old cyberware and throwing all that stuff on there. It's going to be cool. I want to like get cybernetic enhancements and running around with guns and stuff like that and going raiding and things like that. That's cool. I think that's awesome. I'm just giving the opportunity to let all this stuff dry off a bit. Yeah. I do like it though. I'm digging it. I am digging it. Right. What to do next? It's tricky. It's a tricky situation. I think I'll do the heads next on the dudes. Right. So, where is it? So let's start with robot face. Right, we're going to start with the Calax bronze. I don't know. What I'm going to do is like his tiny little head in bronze. I know it. I think the vanilla. I remember watching ages ago, watching some people playing it, and they had like they were talking about organ harvesting and stuff like that. But I don't know whether. I don't know. I'm like. Like I say, my knowledge is. I remember watching a little bit of Rim. I watched Quill 18 playing some RimWorld like about maybe 6 years ago, and that's about my experience of RimWorld apart from all the stuff I've played recently. That's about it. Right. Right, that's that cool. that done? Right. I'm not sure how to paint these things. I don't even know what you call them. Hover pad things. I mean, I could just leave them like that. Oh, do I? Or do I try and be a little bit fancier? I should be a little bit fancier. I was going to tinge them with a little bit of, like... Let's see if we can't jazz them up a little bit. Not a massive amount, but a little bit. Just a hint of a different colour on there. Won't take long. Just while the bits of the rest of the bike's dry, really. Right. Yeah, that looks alright. It's pretty subtle, you can't really see it massively in this. Yeah, that's true, they do indeed. I think it's just when people hit on like an original idea. It's shocking that, well, not an original idea. I wouldn't say it's original. I wouldn't go stretch as far as to say that it's like things like Vampire Survivor are an original idea, because like you think about it, like Vampire Survivor is very much like Smash TV back from like, geez, back in the day. I don't even remember when Smash TV came out. But I guess it's you know, it's been a while since anyone's sort of like done anything with the genre. Yeah. I also think it's pretty good that, because obviously, you know, you get people who like do stuff and then they iterate the versions and they make it better. Sometimes they make it better. So I think you know, iteration of technology is really good. And also, you know, in a way, I guess it breeds competition, doesn't it? And then that makes it like, you know, people make better stuff. Right, we're going to go with that. So you can't really see it too well on the camera. It's a little bit too bright, but hopefully you can see like it's slightly bronzy, just to break up the metal effect of it. And I want it to look like it's something slightly different anyway, technology-wise. Right, because you know, it's so important that we authentically make different pieces of technology in our virtual bike, our virtual dwarf space bikers gang thing, clan. We've got to make sure that like we differentiate the different technologies, especially in the places where people aren't even going to see it. That's the most important bit. I always thought that was good with like just talking about iterative sort of scenarios and things like that, because obviously as a wee lad growing up, I was into the old role-playing games. I remember when like Cyberpunk came out, and I kind of like Cyberpunk. I like the genre of it. That's Cyberpunk, like as in Cyberpunk 2020, which was out in the 80s, I believe, something like that. And so that all came out, and then like next thing I can think was like Shadowrun came out, which kind of took the whole cyberpunk thing, then added like magic and like elves and dwarves and things to it, which was awesome. If you don't know anything about Shadowrun, Shadowrun's really good. And then and then obviously you had like, and then you went from that lot. Like thinking like a neck beard. I'm a man with a beard that is on my neck. I don't know what you're trying to say. Is a neck beard a bad thing? It is. But then it went from like, you know, that then I remember reading like then Shadowrun. I remember then they released like Rifts, which was like an amazing setting, really good. Oh, yes, that is a very, very, very good point. Yes, that's why, you know, that's why I like love. I think Songs of Six is like an amazing game. I'm really getting into these like single dev places. It's like Songs of Six, just like awesome. Consider the fact it's done by a single dude. You know, I know people like bounce off the UI and stuff, but there is a logic there. It's just, I think the problem with it is, game is, yeah, Songs of Six is done by a single guy. It's like a single dev. It's a single dev game. Yeah, Rifts. Rifts is a setting. Yeah, I remember Rifts came out. I think Rifts was pretty good, because Rifts was an iteration of Kevin Sim. Oh, because like they did Ninjas and Super Spies, but they also did a game called Beyond the Supernatural, which is kind of like a modern day riff on like Call of Cthulhu. But so they're Beyond the Supernatural, and that was kind of like, you know, ghosts and ghouls and sort of like psychics and things like that, and that was done on the Palladium role-playing game system. And you got to bear in mind, the Palladium role-playing game system was like, there was a fantasy version of it as like a Palladium role-playing game, which was the original Palladium, I think, and then they did like Ninjas and Super Spies, Beyond the Supernatural, and then they did Robotech. Frickin' Robotech. The Robotech role-playing game. Where are you, Robotech role-playing game? I haven't got it anymore. I'm sad. No. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, but I think basically they combined like yeah. Oh, GURPS, I remember GURPS, yeah. But basically, yeah, so, and Riffs like was just based off of, because basically they did Robotech. That's it. That's what they did. They did Robotech, and I think they wanted to carry on doing a giant robots game, and they didn't have their own thing for it. So basically, they made Riffs, because then you put all the giant robots into Riffs. Obviously, not a transformable mecha, but they and because Riffs was like a continuation of like the Beyond the Supernatural story, or like the world, because I think it was set like there was basically some sort of psychic convergence on the planet, and then there was a war, and that caused all the like the loads of deaths fueled the rifts, or like fueled the all the dead people dying fueled all the psychic energy, and then basically that exploded and then killed more people, and just like when the rift started exploding, it killed more and more people, and there was loads of death and more death and death until everyone died, and there was just like a massive like psychic death on the planet, and then it caused all these like rifts to open up and things like that. And it was just a crazy time on Earth. Not a great time to be alive. But that was like a continuation of that. So yeah. And then Rifts is like a post-apocalyptic kind of Earth after a psychic apocalypse, which is weird. Right, just got to paint this in. But I did always like the setting personally. Giant robots and psychic beasts and ghosts and all sorts of shit. Yeah, really good. And it allowed them to, as an excuse to just rip everything off of their own IP and stuff, which was weird. Yeah. Like I say, I've played a lot of role-playing games. I did enjoy Rift though. Rift was good. Alright. I suppose we should talk crates. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't blame them. You think about it, they lived through the 70s and whatever, you know, like Cold War and all that. It's kind of like, you know, you say a culture's inspired by the things that affect it. It's just like, yeah, let's do loads like post-apocalyptic stuff. Oh yeah, the Road Warrior. That's true. See, I don't think there were enough decent post-apocalyptic films. Not really, not enough of them. I love apocalypses. Who doesn't love a good apocalypse? Maybe I was born in that era where I love a good apocalypse. Fair enough. I don't actually want an apocalypse in life. I just like more apocalyptic drama. Yeah. True. I suppose you can lose. The man lost his taste in the apocalypse. There's too much apocalypse. That means you're not a fan of like Apocalypse from like X-Men then. No, he's far too apocalyptic for my tastes. Right, well, we got some metal here. This is the actual bases that they come on. These are weird ass bases. Look, I've colour coded them. That one. Look at that, I'm so well organised. And they kind of like, where do they go? They go like that. But this thing's going to basically look like that eventually. But I figured as I've got a bit of metal paint, I want to get on and paint these things, because I realise I actually haven't painted these, so we should probably get on and do that. But this is the thing though, this is why I like the sort of the, this is why, no, this is, what is it? I love the idea of like certain genres being built off of the on the like the remains of like a highly civilized, like a high technology sort of world. I think that's just a really cool idea, you know, to the point, but because it lets you have like cool technologies and things like that. I just think that's really, I just think it's quite a fancy idea. So, I mean, I read this one series of books where like it was literally about wizards. There you go. It was about wizards, being all wizardy, and basically it turns out that they're not actual wizards. They're just like people integrating like alien technology into their brains, but the society's just completely fallen down. So the society's devolved from like a space-faring society, and all the monsters on their planet are basically just like aliens. So they have all this like, it's really good series. But I won't spoil it by telling you which one it is. There's one of many. But yeah, so I think that's quite cool, but the whole thing's done from the point of view like no one knows it's aliens all along. But the best thing about it is, even as you as the author or as the reader know it's aliens, they don't really bother to explain it that much. Exactly. Oh, I think that was Arthur C. Clarke who said that, I think. But that's the sort of the premise of the books, that like these wizards are like just like using really, really super advanced technology. Because I don't know if anyone's read any like David Gemmell stuff, because David Gemmell's like a big fan of like the post-apocalyptic worlds. Well, you know, he was a fan of it. Not a fan of anything anymore, but there you go. I don't know. I just think it's a good time can be had. You can do a lot of stuff with it. That's all. I almost feel like, you know, there should be like a decent TV show made in that sort of environment. I know they've attempted it with things like Earthsea and stuff like that, but that's the CW, so doesn't count. Right, I'm gonna go back in the Xandri dust and redo the clothes just to double coat it, just because like it's going on a kind of metallic base, so it's going on a metallic base, so I need to get more of that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I just wish there was more good TV. Maybe that's what I wish for. Because I can't remember if I've mentioned, like, I'm reading Old Man's War. John Strantz or something like that, military sci-fi stuff. But the reason why I'm mentioning it is that apparently it's being made into a TV show, that's all. So, which is kind of like, and the premise, which is no spoiler, because I won't say anything about it, but basically that, like when you get to 75 on Earth, you can volunteer to join like the space army, and they give you like they rejuvenate you, so you'll be young again, but you can never come back to Earth. That's a good show, or good series of books. Story of one man and his journey through the stars. Actually, it isn't, but the reluctant similar idea, wizards using advanced technologies in front of primitive people. Yeah, you see, that would be cool. Imagine the fun you could have. Right. Right. Let's get the hair done and the faces. They don't have a lot of face showing, I don't think. So it should be fairly easy to do. Fairly short job. We're going with the old Bergman's glue. The choice of faces. Right. Okay, first face done. No, they're mostly made of beard. This guy doesn't have any face. No face. This one's all goggles and a bit of forehead. But you say that, but the like lots of the models don't have like helmets. It's weird. You see, you know, you just said dwarves, and now I'm thinking to myself, oh, you know what? I'd really like to paint some like old school iron breakers from like Age of Sigmar, but no, you see, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to do it. See, this is the problem I've got. See what my brain is like? Right, I'm going to go with some XV88 for a bit of hair. They've got hair. Right, one dude's got a hat, which I need to paint, which I suddenly realise I haven't done yet, so I'm going to get on and do that. Well, where's me brown? Ow, shit, ow. I can bang my leg against the table. Alright, coming with the Mornfang brand. Just paint a little bit on his helmet. Guy. Right. Right. Helmet done. And we've got some hair. My mate's got a grey head. If I can find my grey. Where are you, grey? Oh, grey. Right. Mechanica standard grey hair. Right. A little titch of water. Right. You know what I should do at some point? I should actually go back and check out Warhammer 3. I'm being really lazy of it. I haven't really been paying much attention to the beta, as it were, of the Immortal Realms. Right, it's a minor thing, that didn't take long, right. Okay, I think, right, boxes. I had a bit of a conundrum. I don't know really what colour to paint these boxes. I know what the colour to paint this bedroll. I'm going to paint it as Xandri Dust because all the best bedrolls are painted Xandri Dust. But I don't know. What colour would a container on the back of a bike be? Actually, what the hell is all this stuff on the back of there? Ugh. That's like, God damn you, Games Workshop. I don't know what that, I don't even know what that is. A box coloured. Yeah, that's gonna, that is gonna put a damper on your day. If you're into modding, then yeah. Early access modding rage. What the hell is that red? Oh. Right. Introduce a bit of red. We're going to put corn red. Corn red, we're going to paint. It's on one of the boxes corn red. We're going to put red on it. This one's going to be carrying a nice load of red. I don't know. For the stealth elements, right. Also, I want to break up the colour a little bit. Lead neck. Well, you suddenly realise there's more than one container there, and there's like another bedroll. What is it with these guys in bedrolls? I'm going to go for a grey container. The rest is going to be grey containers. Yeah. The little, I think the shields, or like the screens, are going to be red. You're going to be a grey box. It's a sort of annoying thing. I appreciate that they're making like models that have got loads of detail on them, but sometimes I just want things to be simple. Just sometimes. Like I say, in the old school models, which I've painted quite a few of now, not so much detail. Right. Where the hell is my grey paint gone? I put it on my palette and now I can't find the damn stuff. So, I can't find the damn stuff. I wonder why I'm having trouble finding the paint. I can't think why. One is a tent, the other is a bedroll. That's a good point. They do come with like little bedrolls you can put on the front, but I was like, I don't want to do that. The amount of level of detail really is breaking my mind. Right, and where's my brown? There's a little canteen on there. I'm going to paint brown. I suppose it doesn't have to be thoroughly done. It just needs to be like a suggestion that the boxes are painted some colours. I want to start putting washes on, that's all. Right. So like this. Right, we'll just quickly go through, do the straps. Yep. Right. Oh. One of those on there. Some kind of leathery box. Oop. That's probably, you're probably right there. I think that's probably Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're not going to be a whirlwind of excitement, are they, these things? Not at all. Right. I think I kind of do. They're not supposed to be like... Yeah. Right. Oh, we can finally move on to do some washes now, I think. We are getting there. Getting there. Right. Washes, washes, washes. Where is me wash? Why can't I find what I want? No. 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 Aha. So, going back to the non-oil, gonna paint the these things because they're really exciting. It's got to be done. Must be done. Otherwise, I'll get sad. You notice that, like, I did 3 of these things. Look, there are 3, and I wisely painted one brown, one orange, a brown and orange. I was like, yeah, good choice of colours, Doug. All the colours you could have picked. You picked 2 colours that are practically identical. Not my finest moment. Not at all. I was scratching my beard at that point going like, oh dear, what have I done? You were supposed to make this easy for yourself. Oh, I'll tell you something else. Did you see that they yeah, they are different enough, I know. I worked it out in the end, but I was dismayed at myself. Of all the choices, and you bear in mind I've got lots of, you know, I could have gone like red, I could have gone with like a blue, but I was like, no, orange and brown, that's the best choice. But the thing I was going to say to you, and this is my Uggs head shaking moment of the recent times, was, did you see someone said shit in Star Wars? It's like, well, just like, they don't say shit in Star Wars, do they? Just saying. Yeah, I know. I just watch stuff that makes me sad about Star Wars. Too much YouTube. Ugg lives too much on YouTube. Right. Let's get going. Let's get going. It just makes me sad, you know. It's just like saying fucking shit in Star Trek. And like they use, like in the Wheel of Time series, they use like shit, bastard based expletives. I just don't think, I think I don't know. I just think it's better when they don't. Because you may not know me. Yeah, exactly. It was like in what what's it? The what's it? The one faint brown coats, right? What's his face? Buffy guy, Joss Whedon, Serenity, Firefly. That's the one in Firefly where they used to swear in like. Oh, it just breaks my verisimilitude when it comes to the Star Wars universe. There you go. It's like when people like, you know, when they said like fucking like Star Wars or Star Trek, like in Picard. This is quotely a green shade I'm putting on this. Just in the cracks and crevices. Yeah, it's just like, I just think certain things. It's more clever when they don't swear. That's all I'm saying. And the Star Trek swearing flies in the face of like the canon again. You know, when Kirk's sitting on the bus in Star Trek going oh, we abandoned swearing back in the day because it was a primitive way of communicating. Yeah, that's it. They shouldn't use Earth-based swearing. They can use like their own swearing, fine. I have no problem with that. Yeah, that's my problem with it. They shouldn't use Earth-based swearing. Make your own swear words up. Fantasy people. Oops, I can't touch that. Like I told you, it was in Picard. I got as far as the sheer fucking hubris line, and I just turned off. Literally, that line happened. I sat in stunned silence for approximately 30 seconds, and then I just turned it off. I went, I'm not watching this. Because clearly the people who write the stuff have got literally no idea about Star Trek. And I don't care about swearing. That's the modern world for you though, eh? Modern world. Exactly, and I don't even care about swearing. That's the worst thing. I'm the worst person for swearing. You know, I've got so much better about it on YouTube, but you know, I moderate myself so much on YouTube. Yeah, I know. But it's contextual. Context. There you go. Anyway. It annoyed me. It's just another thing that annoyed me. Star Wars. Anyway, enough. Enough of Star Wars and how much it disappoints me. I'm trying to think, what else? I was saying that I've looked at more Space Dwarves, and I think I know what I want to buy. I want to buy, there's like Space Dwarves in like the power armor from like the Matrix. I want those ones. Apparently they're not very good as units go. Oh no, I want the Terminator ones. That's what I want. I want the Terminator ones. Because they're really cool. And apparently they're actually a pretty good unit. Not that I really care about, you know, the game, but I should just buy what I like the looks of. But I do like the looks of the Terminator ones as well. So Well, I don't know. But let's carry on with this. So we're getting the Crowley brown shade. It's not a brown shade. That would be weird. Actually, there is brown shade, I believe. I think Vallejo do brown shade. They do dark shade. Is it earth shade or brown shade? I don't know. Sounds bad, doesn't it? The brown shade. Right. Ugh. Right. Nah. No. The coat is not meant to be green. Oh, slightly green now. Right. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, as you guys are one of some of the people that watch us the most live, would you be interested in watching like a tabletop simulator game of some sort of like 40k or something between me and Zerg? Because like we were debating whether it was a good idea or not, or people would go, that is really boring, please don't show that. I know you're watching this, but this is not like I was thinking like do that as like a Tuesday or Friday night content. Maybe we play some like 40k or something. Live stream. Because I reckon that would work with the split screen jobby as well. That would actually probably work quite well with the split screen stuff. Actually, that'd be really good. It's not exactly, you know, high octane action, is it? Oh, it would be like 40k placing. Is this? Oh, it's just go back to the thing. It's not a moral thing. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about murdering and stuff like that. I don't really have morals in the sensitive, in the sort of like state of the world. But I mean, you know, well, I do. But when it comes to television, it's all fictional. So, but it's just like my sense of believing in the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm changing the subject though. Changing the subject. But yo, 40k. What would the pacing be like? It would be like, I don't know. It probably Game of Warhammer apparently takes about 3 hours if you play like 2,000 points, and that's if we that will be us learning the rules as well. So we probably have to learn the rules. Look, I would attempt to learn the rules. I know the rules of 40k, but I'm not very well practiced at playing it because I haven't played a game of 40k for, 3 years. And I think I've only played. Have I played 9th edition? I don't think so. Or we could play something like Kill Team. Kill Team or Undergrounds. Yeah, full digital. Yeah, yeah, we'd get like Tabletop Simulator, and we'd whack it out on Tabletop Simulator. So I always say this: we would have to learn to play how Tabletop Simulator works. I say it's the royal we when I say we, and this is Agrax Earthshade on the coat. Yeah, the royal we would learn to play it, and then I would explain to Zug how to play it. Actually, we'll go with Agrax all over that. I'm being too lazy to different colour out. Is it raining? It is raining. But yeah, you know, you'd get like little virtual models and move them around. Yeah, me and Zug are physically located quite a long way away from each other. Like, he's down in the basement and I'm upstairs, and I'd have to go down into the basement. I don't want to do that. It's dark down there and it smells weird. Right, cool. That's the first coat done. This is the first coat on the first coat. Unbalanced 4K, like build first to turn on a single term, women has been different over the first generation around the multiple armies. Yeah, it is a bit like that. I mean, we could experience it. We could experience the unbalancedness together. But I was thinking we could do some interesting stuff, because you know they talk about balance, yeah. Well, balance would be, in my mind, you'd do mirror matches just to see what it's like. So you'd balance everything. So you'd mirror the train and you'd mirror the armies, and then it would just be like a game of chess. Except, you know, but not actually a game of chess. Or we could just like switch around armies. So one week one person plays one thing and then the next week they play the next thing. I don't know, something like that. No one ever sees under here, fortunately. Yeah, I guess it depends on how competitive people play. Because if you go for like net lists of stuff, like where you just basically download the best units and stuff like that. But we don't have to play net lists, we could just play like chill out games where we just like I mean, we can even do it for the fact is we can actually do it for our real armies, and like the currency is you have to show like the real painted model before you can play it in the virtual tournament. So it's like it could be interesting or terrible. And that's true. I mean, you know, it would have Broadside Gaming's high standards of production value, as usual. You know, we would spare no expense in making it the highest production value production that we could possibly produce. I think you could just like go online and download like, I think like it's got a massive modding community on the Tabletop Simulator, so you can literally download all the assets for the appropriate game and the factions and stuff like that. So it looked pretty authentic. Obviously, you know, they won't be splendidly painted, these models, like, you know, like you're very used to at the moment. Let me guess, cool guy lost every time. Meta guy won. The meta douchebag won. Oh god, no, we wouldn't do it that way. We would play cool stuff. We would definitely play just silly things, because what's the point in playing a stupid meta game? But also, it's just gonna like me and Zug, so you know, everyone's a winner. We'll even give out participation rewards to the loser. It will basically be a virtual simulation of a game of 40k. What it will be, we'll have virtual dice. We'll bring a virtual no clue, just like when I play 40k in real life. Oh, well maybe we should do that then. Sell out. Lol. I guess people just love watching a meta stomp, don't they? Maybe that's what they like. Who knows? People are strange, aren't they? People are strange. Because when you're a stranger, faces look ugly when you're alone. Alright. Let's get this dude's backpack washed. Oh yeah. Nah, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Alright. Sweet. Okay, I suddenly realised the hands and the chests have not been painted with quolia green shade. So we should probably get on with doing that. Suddenly realised that's the actual colour of the... It's weird, the wash of this army is like a weird kind of greeny blue. No. Yeah, so, oh, also the other thing is, yeah, so I'm probably changing games fairly soon on the main thing. I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, that's probably what I'll do. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'll just chat to you guys about it. I was thinking I'm going to do, like, RimWorld in the place of Traveller's Rest, I think. That's what we're going to do. So build another colony up. But... yeah, it's just to really darken out the dark bits, really. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of like a dark bluey wash on the yeah. So yeah, I know what you mean. It's not most distinctive colour, and the wash is not the most distinctive on the various, like, yeah. Shockingly, the blue is not that distinctive when you wash it or put it onto blue. Yeah, I know. But I guess, like, washing a dark colour is always going to be somewhat of a challenge. Yeah, I'm a little... yeah, Traveller's Rest, the quite stressful innkeeping simulator. Yeah, it's early access, so... I just think it needs a little bit more of the old socials added to it, so... But I think pretty much, once I've got the Halloween event sorted, I think we're pretty much done on the content on that. I've still got my eye on Anvil Saga though. I know they released more DLC for that, or not DLC. Hey man, I know Anvil Saga did release like what a 1.5 where they do like the next bit along the line. But I was thinking like, would I go back and restart my series from scratch, or would I just carry on from where I left off? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we'll do the faces while we're here. Not that there's a lot of face, but Reichland Flesh Shade. It's alright, man, don't worry. I enjoyed Anvil Saga while it's running. Could have just done with a little bit more of it. But don't worry, it's coming back, there's more. Never feel bad on my right. Paint his face in. Right, and then we're going to put a little bit of fresh shade on this, because why not? Right. Right, so basically the green's almost dried now, so I think we'll go for like, how long we got? How long before I have to carry on doing Household? 20 minutes. I haven't played any Cosmoteer yet. No. I have looked at it though. I have looked at it. It does look rather cool. I haven't really I haven't watched any YouTubery of it yet, but I did because that was the one that was like free to play for like ages apparently. So there's people like with years and years of experience. So I will, yeah, I might get it. I might have a look. Is it serializable though? Because I'm always interested in things that could be serializable for the prospects of just like, if I'm going to sit down and play it lots, then probably video it and stuff. Yeah. All right, serializable. Okay, awesome. Because I wasn't sure how, like, I don't know how, like, developy it is. Because I always like things where you sort of build up and develop as you go. And I'm just painting like the Sons of Horace Green now, and basically taking loads of it off the brush, and then we're just going to go through and just jazz up the plates. And I say jazz, I mean glaze up. No, it's big game. Big game. Excellent. Oh, I might have to have a look there, because it's been development for like... Oh, yeah, cool, man. Cheers. Oh, well, I might have a look. Let me give it the old once over. Give it the once over. Once I've given it the once over, I'll have a look. Eleven years still in development. That's a good sign. Right. Alright, let's keep on going. Oi. Because it's gone to early access, hasn't it? That's what it is. I don't mind early access games. Okay, well, I'll have a look. I'll have a look. It's I was going to say it's coming up to the new month, isn't it? It is. The new month is coming. That means it's just an excuse to like buy more games, isn't it? Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, we'll have a look then. Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it? So that's the most frustrating thing I find about YouTube is that, you know, don't really have like the reach on this my little babby channel that anyone can actually. So I have to get in there early, and even then, I don't necessarily get the exposure. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, algorithm. All right. There we go. That's the kind of thing we're going for. So that's a boring one. Here we go. It's coming along. Actually not too bad to do that either. Right, let's go. Yeah, oh well, I'm sure if I have trouble, then I'm sure you people will just shout at me, which is absolutely fine. As long as I get to live my life as a simple asteroid miner, which is all I've ever wanted to be in real life. Can you imagine it? Just make a series. It's what you're doing on this series. We're asteroid mining. That's the game. That's all we're doing. Asteroid mining all day long. Asteroid mining while singing the song. Asteroid mining. Imagine being an asteroid miner in real life. I like to think that like everything that's said to me in the comment section is just shouted at me, even if people are being polite. Just a suggestion. Like, you think about it, like if you think anyone's shouting everything, like, I'm just suggesting if you could just do this. Nah, I don't mind. Oh, pirate killing, mining, trading. Amazing. Alright. Because again, I once tried to play Elite Dangerous and I bounced off that. And I do like space games. Like I say, if there's like trading and teching up and you people know what I like by now. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You people are all fine. Like I say, no one's ever made. I don't think anyone said. I don't think there's been a comment made to me in the years I've been doing this YouTube stuff that's particularly pissed me off. Not really. There we go. That's 2 of those bad boys done. Not that I'm gonna say like try to piss me off, but there we go. Look. It actually makes, it's subtle, but it makes quite a difference. That's an unpainted, the undone one. Yeah, I'll try harder. I just cry myself to sleep every night. It's fine. I don't mind. My latest thing, I just cry myself to sleep looking at a number. In the evening, I look at the number and I go 850, and then I cry myself to sleep, and then I wake up in the morning and go 850. If only it were 850. Yeah, there's Zug's comments. I don't reply to Zug's comments. I said me. I mean, you know, the reason Zug gets upset is because the truth hurts, you know? Yeah, it is a bit strange. I know, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not a big drop in the overall picture. It's not a big drop, but it's just weird. Just not making much headway. But you know, we're gonna do quite a bit of the old Dark Tide content. So hopefully we can sort of snaffle some people up from Dark Tide, and we're gonna we got some ideas on not like tier lists and things like that, but like yeah, not tier lists of stuff, but because I agree tier lists of stuff are a bit bad, but we've got like a more positive take on the tier list, or up in our minds on how to do. Again, YouTube is a fickle beast. A fickle beast. She be a harsh mistress. Right. Now they're looking less shit. Thank God. It was upsetting me they were looking so shit for such a long time. Sweet. Right, so we are getting there. We are getting there. Right, other little bits I want to do. Right, back of these hands I've got like little glove pads. No, I want to do that better. Where the hell is the... there it is. Thank you, thank you. So, like I say, it's always the thing, isn't it? What difference a wash makes. Alright, back of the hands, I want to do these little... slightly darker. Right, boop. Boop, boop. Here's an interesting fact that I learned today. Snoop Dogg's joint roller apparently rolls approximately 150 joints a day. That's quite a few. Apparently they're not all for Snoop. He has friends, obviously. But I was thinking, like, if you like 150 a day, that's like... I don't even know how many that is. An hour. A lot. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, you know, the rapper. He has an official joint roller positioned in his staff. Ah, God. I'm scratching at myself like some sort of like rat. Right. And then we're going to go for the deep kin flesh, and then we're going to do like a very... like 10 or so for waking hours. Yes, so. So if you had everyone an hour, yeah, 10. So that's what, 1 every 6 minutes? I'm just thinking of the rate of production you'd have to keep up. My God! I suppose you get good at it, you know. And I suppose it depends on how well everything's prepared for you. You think about it, because if Snoop was like I want like... Well, it depends, doesn't it? You don't know. You just don't know. Snoop might be... I'm going to go back with the Votann brown. I was going to do this. But I'm going to let the wash dry a little bit on the sort of cream areas, the greeny cream. I'm just going to go back in with the brown. No, they can't roll by hand. What happens if you lost your machine? What would you do? You'd be enraged. You'd be like... Alright, so we're just going to go back with the brown. Go into a nicotine-fueled rage. Be like, rah! Unless you have a backup machine, which is what the wise man would do. The wise man. Surely skins don't cost a lot. Alright. I've been watching some like Votann models. Occasionally I flick onto like channels where like people like do battle reports and stuff like that. Oh my God, I've seen some awfully painted Votann. I'm not saying that I paint the best in the world, but some of this stuff is like, ugh, what are you doing? Just lazy paint jobs. But then again, I suppose it doesn't matter. But then again, if I was putting my models on camera, you know, if I was performing, if I was painting, if I was doing battle reports, I'd want my models to look freaking amazing. Because I think you see me paint enough stuff now that literally all of my stuff is painted like this. This is all my stuff is painted like this. I'm not like... And I've got quite a bit of it. But I just see some armies and I go, be better. I learned a really good way of rolling. It's amazing. It's all about like the it's all about, because one of the trickiest bits I found of rolling, not that I smoke anymore, but one of the trickiest bits of rolling is, you know, when you get the paper and you're trying to, like, if this was your rolling paper, and I haven't got a decent example. I'll try and get something. Yeah, this is a good example. Right. So you got your rolling paper, yeah? And it's like that, isn't it? You got your rolling paper. Look at this. This is why I set up my camera for live stream stuff. Right. So this is your rolling paper. And obviously you would sprinkle in your tobacco along this line here, wouldn't you? That would be the way you'd do it. Yeah. And then, have we got anything to represent the tobacco? Not really, because this is... I don't smoke anymore. There you go. Right. So say this is your tobacco. Right. So this is your tobacco. Right. So you got your tobacco. So you're obviously like rolling, rolling, rolling. Tobacco rolling. Yeah. And then the tricky bit. You see the tricky bit. This is the glue side. Yeah. So this is the tricky bit, and you're like, you know what? I've got to kind of tuck this bit in here. Yeah. Tuck that bit in there, and then sort of like get like that. Right. See. Right. You don't want to do that. This is Ug's tip for all you smokers out there. Okay, what you do, right, is you roll it up. Yeah, you roll your tobacco, and you get a nice little roll of tobacco in there. Yeah, and then what you do is you fold it like this. Yeah, so you sort of get it like that. Yeah, and then instead of like trying to tuck this bit in, right, what you do is you crease along like that. Yeah, so you crease along like that, right? So you've got like a nice crease line in there, and then you just roll it over like that, and then you end up with a nice tube, and you can see like that bits like that. Ug's tip of the day. There you go, and then you're like, yeah, man, let's smoke. Anyway, try it at home. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Right. Yeah, you see the tuck. You don't need to tuck. You just crease along the tobacco tube on the inside. There you go. It's always a tuck, man. Right. Where was I? Painting. I feel like that's the sort of thing I could do as like a YouTube tutorial video. But I don't really want to encourage people to smoke. And there's no really other reason to, this is like, it has no other practical purpose. It's not like you smoke filtered. You can put a filtered, oh there you can, oh yeah, right, okay, I gotcha. Well, that also works for anything you put into that technique. Works for anything. If you want to put a pencil in there, it works. If you want to put anything in there you want. And also, you look cooler when you do it, because you can just roll up like a little thing. Not that I'd know anything about that. Yeah, the crisp packet folding tutorial. I'm all about folding things and rolling stuff. This crisp packet tutorial, I still haven't done it, have I? I was thinking about doing that with diagrams though. I'd want a diagram to perfectly illustrate what I was doing. So I have to work out how to do like a Canva PowerPoint presentation of the process, which means I have to work out how to graphically represent the complexities of the thing. My life, you know, difficult. Right. Where are we going next? We're going to go for some Scrag brand. I'm going to get some highlights on these brand jackets. Yeah, he actually is. Yeah, he's good. Oh god damn! I'll teach you how to roll better, and then it's like you think about quitting. I do quitting advice as well if you want. I'll I've got lots of quitting advice as I quit smoking. Because I did a lot of research into like the mental processes of addiction when I like how your brain treats addiction, because it's interesting the way your brain actually processes stuff when you're addicted to nicotine. I can't speak for anything else, but I presume it works in a similar way for every other sort of drug. And you know, my thoughts on the matter are something like this. Your brain sort of like tricks you all the time into wanting the addictive substance. So it will say, oh, this night out was so much better because when this happened, I went and had a smoke and that was really good. And your brain associates the drugs part of it with all of the good stuff and all the bad stuff. You kind of like say, well, I went, you know, oh, this shit thing happened to me, so I went and had a smoke and I felt better. And that sort of attributes to the fact that you stepped away from a situation and just took a break from the situation. But all you actually did, you felt better because like you stepped away and it wasn't anything to do with the smoking, and the only thing you did to make yourself feel better was the whole you fulfilled your craving. Yeah. And it's just, wow, yeah, exactly. But all I can speak, but I've never had like a gambling or any of those other addictions, so I can only speak about like tobacco. And so basically the good times are better, the bad times are, and you never think of all the good or bad times that happened when, like, you know, bad stress. Yeah, see, but it doesn't make it any better. That's the frustrating thing. None of it makes it any better. It's just like all you're doing is fulfilling your cravings. All out Slanish. Yeah. I know. You know. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating because it's not good for you. That's the annoying thing. Is I get the whole smoking thing. Smoking is, you know, it's an insidious little bugger. That's what it is. Insidious. But the most important thing about quitting smoking is you got to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, there's no point in trying. That's the most important thing. You got to want to do it. And money's no good. Health is probably no good. You just got to want to do it. Doesn't have to be a reason. Just got to want to do it. Which is possibly not the most helpful thing to say, but that's the truth. Yeah, it's all, yeah. Again, despite appearances, I wouldn't know about being an alcoholic. But, I mean, all drug addiction is basically the same shit. We don't talk about plastic crack, though. We don't talk about plastic crack. I don't consider Warhammer or painting models to be an addiction. Always made me laugh that the late great Toll Biscuit always said like about gaming addiction. There would be, you know, no one would ever sort of accuse someone of being addicted to like stamp collecting. Yeah, that's yeah, insane, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Money doesn't matter. It's insane. I mean, you know, the price of smoking in the UK at the moment. If you smoke like, I don't know what you'd call them, like the ones what come out of packets, the pre-rolled filtered jobbies. They're like 12 quid a packet in the UK now or something. I don't really look, but like 12 quid. You can buy like a fucking bottle of vodka for that. Not great vodka, but you know, 2 packs of cigarettes, you could buy a really nice bottle of vodka. Yeah. Right, and this is going in with the Deathclaw Brown, just to finish off the browns. Get the browns done. Right, so just a real gentle edge highlight on just the extremities here. Yeah, the only room back I've got is the one I'm married. Can't really boot her out though. Yeah. Yeah, man, if you do quit, use patches. Use patches. I tell you why, yeah, you won't be on them for long. And the thing about it is, this is the best thing. The best thing about patches, yeah, you get the ones that do 24 hours. And then sleep with them on. Gotta do it. You've really got to do it. It's absolutely hilarious. Because I quit smoking with patches, and I got like 24-hour ones, and they were like, you can wear them while you're asleep. But you probably, I would advise you didn't, because, yeah, you basically get crazy dreams. But you got to do it, just if you're quitting smoking, just to experience like a couple of times, you'll be like, you got to do it, man. Only because so you can wake up and go, right, nope, nope. Okay, sweet. Okay, right, so that's the jackets done. Yeah, this we both quit patches fitting Zug, yeah. Actually, the only reason he wore them at night is because I told him to. I don't think I told him about the hallucinations. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, right. So this little dude's head. We're gonna go back with a little bit of silver. I use this now, gunmetal from Vallejo. But you could use if anyone's painting this stuff and you want to see me do it, then you could use a lead voucher if you really wanted to. And we're going to take loads of lead voucher off. Or, silver off. We're going to paint his head like, I want his head to be kind of silvery, but kind of metally looking as well, but so you can see like it underneath that. Because they've got silver heads. but I want a little faded bit of like... What, you don't want some crazy lucid dreams? Okay. Alright, things and stuff. Things and stuff to do. Right, I've got a oh god, I'm over time. I'm over time! That's fine. Most of my chores are done anyway. But I think, yeah, actually, no, I am actually over time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly paint the rims of these, and I think we'll probably leave it there. We're going to go back with the Castellax Bronze, and we're just going to give it a little bit IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? My favourite one with IT is you tried turning it on and then off again, and just go and do something else. You should try that some. My wife was shocked the other day that when she discovered there was a triple click. She was like, "You're shitting me, triple click, that ain't gonna do anything." I'm like, no, try triple click. And she wanted to highlight an entire sentence. I was like, triple click. She's like, no such thing as a triple click. I was like, just triple click. And then she was like, I thought you were lying. I said, I wouldn't lie to you, my wife. Not about such a serious matter. Oh, bugger. It highlights an entire sentence. I think it works in lots of stuff. I always say to people my favourite shortcut in Word or in Word is Alt and the square brackets keys, because it increases font size by 1 point on things like in Office. That's literally one of my favourite things. Right. Right. Like that. Right, so that's now matching all the other things. All right. Wait. Okay. But sadly, I think I am running low on the time, as it were. So I'm going to say thank you for... I guess we'll never know the answer to that question. Well, we might know actually. But anyway. So that's where we are today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We're doing all right. That means that I feel compelled to like finish these on live streams now. So I will finish these up next time. I will get some of like the little yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I will finish these off on the next one probably, because I'll just leave them sitting on the side now. I might glue them. I might finish off painting the base off the side and then glue them down. So next time they'll actually be stuck on a base, so they will look less weird. So they look more flyy at the time. But that's kind of where we're going really. So Right. Yeah, so until next time, I'm confused by so much. Right, until next time, I will see you. Have a very good time. Have a good rest of the day. And I should be back on Tuesday. We'll see what we'll do on Tuesday, though, as I have absolutely no idea. So until the laters, have a good afternoon. And oh yeah, for the purposes of the VOD, gotta always say this, if you have enjoyed the content, you could like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification, do all that great stuff. It would be absolutely fabulous. Yes, so until next time, bye.